Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the most energetic, the most fantastic, fabulous, dapper-looking anime you've ever seen, with me, Alucard, the vampire, as your main celebrity star person. You can tell I've been watching a lot of anime recently, can't you? Otherwise known as a Warframe video. What with the excitement of Deimos now having diminished finally, and everyone has kind of started going back to their regular routines of the same monotonous grind over and over again, I think now is about the right sort of time to bring this lovely little series that we used to do back to the limelight, where we can help people who are finding it hard to find things to do and give them a little bit of an insight into just how many things there are actually to do in Warframe, rather than just the same monotonous poop over and over again. Because let's face it, at some point or another, whether you're a 5-day-old baby to the game or whether you're a steeled and sturdy veteran, we all get periods of time in this wondrous world of Warframe where we just don't know what to do, or maybe just want something to distract us from the normal grindy gameplay loop that we're so used to. So sit back, relax, open your minds, because today we're going to look at things to do when bored in Warframe. And as a little note, this video is going to be about 50% satire and 50% actual relevant suggestions. As far as what will be the 50% relevant and what will be the 50% satire, who knows? Only time will tell. In fact, let's play a little game. If you manage to tell which ones are the satire comments and which ones are the relevant contents, put a comment down below and we'll have a lovely look at them at the end of the video.
Number 1.
To start this list off with, number 1, starting off with an actual useful point of things that you can do when bored in Warframe. Warframe Prop Hunt! Did you know that Prop Hunt existed? You know, that wonderful Gmod game that existed since the dawn of the internet? Did you know that that existed in Warframe? No, neither did I! Until I realized that Syndicate missions offer a Prop Hunt mode where the people playing the props just don't quite get the idea of what hiding means. When doing your Syndicate missions, whether it be for the Red Veil, the Arbiters of Hexis, or those damn space Nazis, the New Loka, you'll be able to play the world's worst game of hide-and-seek, where you'll be hunting the faction-specific tokens hiding around the map. These tokens, or props in this instance, will be hidden in the most obscure locations. Some you'll only ever find if you're a 5th level intellect like me, or if you have loot detector. In any case, Syndicate medallion hunting offers a fun little side quest to your Syndicate rep grind. I'm going to lead this in because I'm a professional. These medallions can then be traded into your rep vendor for additional Syndicate rep, thus making the grind take all the less, and vicariously will get you access to all those lovely Syndicate rewards all the quicker. So if you're looking to glamorize and make your Syndicate grind a bit more interesting, and also to have a much easier task of getting those items you can sell for platinum and trade between the other syndicates, then, well, Syndicate Prop Hunt might just be for you.
Number 2.
Number 2 on this list is discovering your Vor fetish, otherwise known as subsuming and ability testing. You see that creepy infested door at the back of your ship? Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. The one that looks like it's one step away from being that one hentai you watched. Well, when we go in there, we sit in a wonderful looking chair where nothing bad could possibly Oh God! Body vivisection aside, the helmet is a lovely new system that allows you to dabble with your power fantasy by trading abilities from one frame to another through a grindy system that asks you to grind hard-earned resources and then feed them to an endless gluttonous mouth latched to the back of the wall of this room. I'm not sure whether this is a new system designed for us to experiment with our power fantasy or a system designed to satiate all those with a bit of a Vor fetish. Either way, this new system offers hours and hours of monotonous grind potential, and the end result being that where you're able to make every frame in the game have smite infusal and or raw, and never subsume anything else. The reason why this is something that will make you unbored is because it will allow you to change your playstyle. A frame that you may have played countless times in the past will suddenly become far more interesting once you've subsumed raw or smite infusal, or possibly even pull onto it. Because who knows, maybe somebody playing Limbo wants to monotonously tug around people using an ability that only Mag would ever find useful. But wait, there's more! By using and subsuming these abilities, you'll have given yourself a daily task of grinding resources, and as monotonous as that may sound, it's always good to have a purpose in Warframe, and giving yourself a daily task of keeping Mr. Angry Face back there fed is going to help you a lot with giving yourself a routine of daily things to do.
Number 3.
Number 3, complete the puzzles. Throughout Warframe, there are a number of puzzles laden through places such as the Void and Lure, and even Deimos for that matter. Finding these puzzles can often be a deeply delightful experience, or the most maddening one ever, where you can often find rare caches and lots of resource nodes and such like. The best example of these puzzles I can give you is Lure. Lure has a natural state of puzzles where they actually are part of the main gameplay loop. Doing these puzzles give you Lure drift mods, which can in fact help you with your overall builds when you're building your frames. Now, to give the best example of this, of how you're going to go about doing these puzzles, my recommendation is to go to Google or YouTube and look up Lure and the Void secret puzzles. And once you've done that, that'll then expand to the more nuanced ones laden through Deimos and then the other tile sets as well. Really, this comes down to more of an idea of completionism. But it's always good to have goals to try and achieve more than what is then transparent in the game. Because a lot of what comes down to Warframe's enjoyment is what you find outside of your main gameplay loop. And the puzzles just happen to be one of those things. So, Tenno, my fellow players, don that loot detector, get that third eye open, and track down all the puzzles to give yourself not only better rewards and items that can benefit your overall gameplay loop, but to also give you a checklist of things to do on a day-by-day basis that will keep your mind away from all that tedious RNG you've been dealing with rolling that one ribbon 69 times.
Number 4.
Number 4. Wait. What's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's D's terrible attempt at creating more grind by making us complete the entire star chart a second time by doing the steel path. Just had to be said that way, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. I despise the steel path for many different reasons. But if you feel like giving yourself not only a challenge to test the effectivity of your builds, but to also test how much patience you have for doing the same shit over and over again, the steel path can offer just that. In an attempt to sound less cynical at this stage, the less cynical point of view about the steel path is that it is in fact a good challenge, and it does offer double resources and extra chance to get loot, which at this point might be a bit redundant, because I'd imagine by the time you get to the steel path you don't really need those extra resources anywhere. No, Makari, you said no more cynicism. Just calm down. It's almost like DE tried arbitrarily making busy work for the sake of busy work and disguised it as content. But at the end of the day, whether you're a new player, it'll give you something to aim towards to then realize that there's a higher level of power in the steel path. Or for a veteran, it'll give you the objective nature of being able to test out those builds that might just destroy everything at the lower levels, but maybe you just want an enemy of a higher level to see whether they can soak more than one bullet to the face before melting before you. Either way, the steel path, yes, is definitely something I could recommend doing if you want an end later sort of ish end game goal to go towards.
Number 5.
Wait, what's that? Quick, Top Hat Harry, zoom in and enhance. Is that the Kuva Fortress? Why didn't I think of this sooner? For those of you wanting to roll ribbons infinitely, the Kuva Fortress in the steel path, so see how we're linking this together, is the perfect long-term goal within a long-term goal to satiate all those gambling addictions. Oh, hold on. I feel an exposition coming on. So if we're looking at this logically, the steel path offers us an end game goal, but the Kuva Fortress within the steel path offers an even later end game goal that gives such a perfect end goal to get on with our grind and to really get a massive influx of bonus Kuva. Because we never have enough Kuva, do we? We never have enough kuva. Never enough. Always needed. Always need to roll my ribbons. Always rolling ribbons, cause I never have enough kuva. Just when you think you have enough kuva, you roll your ribbon, you roll it and you get a minus damage roll. So then you're out of kuva. So then you need to go grind more kuva. So here we go to get on with our grind, to grind some more, to get more kuva, so we can lose it all to grind some more, all with the intent of getting a glorious end goal of grinding more slight mental decay aside, I apologize for that. And to bring us back on track for that outburst, allow me to iterate the point behind all of this. Kuva is an end goal. It is something that allows us to excel our power fantasy through our Rivens. Rivens allow us to excel our builds. Therefore, it's a great goal to set yourself to be able to make these as optimal as possible. To make these roles happen in the first place, we need kuva. I have not done that in a while. Sue me. Kuva then obviously being obtained from the Kuva Fortress and the Kuva Siphons. Now, with the Steel Path, we're getting double the resources we normally would. So, for those of us who want an end goal within an end goal, not only does the Steel Path offer this end goal setting of yours, but this also then offers an end goal within said end goal to aim towards, to give yourself something to grind towards and open up later down the line, should you wish to be an ultimate badass in rolling your Rivens, only to then probably get a Stug Riven.
Number 6.
Now we're going to go for a bit of a quick fire round, starting with number 6, becoming an interior decorator. You might think that I'm joking, but fashion frame is a big part of this game. And did you know that you can fashion frame your lander? Yes, you can. You can get a bunch of different decorations through the marketplace and other such like, including those damn Ayatan sculptures you've been getting from the sortie that you probably have 69 of laying around in your inventory somewhere. Placing these around your ship and making your lander look the swaggest possible will mean that people who come to your lander will think, wow, I've just walked into an amazing place. This could just be described as an episode of Cribs, but hey ho.
Number 7.
Did I mention fashion frame? Yes, number 7 is fashion frame. Seriously, fashion frame is the true end game. What with the fact that the game has no specific end goals, of which, unless you make yourself, fashion frame is always a good thing to sink some time into. You might get that Ember and be like, you know what, Ember looks pretty good. But then you're like, but what if? And then you'll realize you've spent the last 6 hours of your day fashion framing her to make her look like that one anime character. Try it yourself, you'll see what I mean.
Number 8.
Farm yourself some platinum. Yes, that's correct. That premium currency that you can buy with real money is earnable by playing the game. And I'm not going to bore you with explaining all of the different methods of doing so, but should you watch my platinum farming guide, you yourself can give yourself an infinite goal of farming platinum, which you can then use that platinum to buy all the different things. Use it to buy cosmetics. Use it to satiate your former desire, so that you can form all the things. Either way, what you can do with platinum is infinite and can make your experience of Warframe all the better, so farming it can give you something to do when you're not quite sure what to do with your time in Warframe.
Number 9.
Play Gundam Wing within Warframe. Deimos has Gundams in it? Yes, if you go talk to Lloyd in the Necrolisk and talk to Necro Lloyd, reputation faction syndicate person, you yourself can get mechs within Warframe. And who doesn't like mechs? I mean, we all love anime, right? Hello, my fellow weebs. Yes, you can get mechs inside Warframe. These can be modded separately. These can have different playstyles and different weapons. And DE have seemed very evident in trying to expand this further with new Necrolisks, Necromechs designed for the future. So if you fancy a completely different type of gameplay mode, which will very likely be expanded to regular mission types beyond just open world, then this can be something that you can sink hours of your time into. And definitely not make it end up looking like a friggin' Dreadnought from Warhammer.
Number 10.
Bug racing!
Number 11.
Make Warframe YouTube guides.
Number 12.
Number 12, play frame. Oh wait, it's broken. It doesn't work. Number 13, play all the other fun mini games in the Ludoplex. The Ludoplex is an item you can obtain from Simaris, and within the Ludoplex, you have access to several different fun mini games. And if you're looking to break up your time playing the game between your regular grindy missions, you can jump into one of these mini games and try and have at it. Be known, however, that once again, Frame Fighter, although it is quite fun, it is relatively broken and doesn't really work too well.
Number 14.
Go to your options menu, turn on in-game voice chat, and scare the absolute dickens out of people in the early mission tile sets by talking to them using the in-game voice chat system. Doing so will often lead to much confusion from players who didn't realize the game had voice activation in the first place. Then they'll be like, hey, how do I voice chat? And then you'll make friends. So what more could you possibly want? Making friends is absolutely one of the best things we can get in Warframe, and voice activation can definitely help us there. And that's the video. Did you tell which ones were satire? Spoiler, they all were. Because if you can't have a bit of a giggle at yourself and the content you make at times, then what can you? And as we all know, Warframe isn't to be taken seriously. The point of this video is to show that there are as many things to do in Warframe as your imagination lets there be. So take it from that perspective, have a bit of imagination, and find what kind of things you can do in the game. Because, you know, as I've said, we all find that time where we're not quite as entertained with the game, so we want to try and find what we can do to excel ourselves other than just play a different game. And hey, if you are truly bored of Warframe, there are other games out there. I hear Path of Exiles is pretty good at the moment. Either way, thank you for watching. If you want to come and join us in recording these videos and be part of the creation process, there'll be a link to my Twitch and Twitter down below. Please make sure you pop and follow, and I'll see all of you top hatters in the next video. Kuva!